Let's take your skill to the next level with this one simple technique you've been missing. Retouching can be very tricky and difficult at times if you don't know the right technique to use at a given time or the tools to use for it. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you the one technique most pro retouchers use that is very simple to do even for a beginner or an intermediate to achieve perfect skin in Photoshop. I will show you which tool to use and the right settings for it for the best results in this tutorial. My name is Akordidia and welcome to my channel. If you love tutorials like this, kindly like this video and subscribe for more content of this sort. Let's jump right into Photoshop and start editing. Now, as you can see from her face, right from the start, you have some pimples and then some black spots all over her face. And if you've been watching my tutorials, you know that's the first thing that we try to remove or we try to treat. Yeah, so we're gonna first do this. All right, so I already have a duplicate layer already made over here. I did some adjustments to the hair, so I created this. So this is before, and then this is after I edited the hair. So this time around, we're gonna focus on the frequency separation aspect of it, where we're gonna achieve a very great skin. So let's just jump in. All right, so I'm going to use the patch tool to do this. I'm going to select the patch tool over here. And then if you want to create a duplicate of the background layer, you're just going to press Ctrl and then J to make this duplicate. All right, so let me start removing the stuff on her face. I call this the basic cleanups. Yeah, you can do that as well. So you just select the patch tool and then just circle and then drag the parts that you don't like to a cleaner area. That's basically it. So I'm just going to do this, circle and then drag to a clean area. Just circle and drag to a cleaner area. I shot this image myself. So I'm going to leave the link in the description box below so that you can download and then just try along with it. All right. So circle and then drag, circle, drag to a clean area. Like that. I hope you get what I'm trying to do. Always make sure whenever you're dragging, you don't drag it to a very far area. Just make sure you're dragging to an area just right beside it. You can use a spot healing brush to do this, but then it creates this kind of smooth effect that I don't really like. That is why I mostly love to do this with the patch tool. So you're going to do this just to maintain the natural look of it. So I'm going to speed this side up and then I'm going to be right back so that we continue with the skin smoothing and other stuff. All right, guys, so I'm back now. I think we have something good to start working with. So this is the before. Sorry, this is the before, and then this is the after. Yeah, we have not perfect, but then it's okay. We can start working on this. Yeah, we can use this. Yeah, so I think it's okay now. So now let's proceed to the next step. So we're going to create our frequency separation adjustment layers. Now, this is one of the biggest techniques that I normally use whenever I'm doing my skin retouching. So I'm going to just zoom out. I'm going to create a duplicate layer of the layer 2. So Ctrl J to make a duplicate. And I'm going to select the layer 1, hide the layer 2 copy and then rename this to color. And then let me just make this visible and then rename this as well to texture. Then I'm going to hide the texture layer and then select the color layer. Then I'm going to come to filter. We're going to come to blur, Gaussian blur. And then just 6.4 as okay. You're going to keep it at, you're going to move it until you're not seeing so much details on the image. Yeah. So that's basically what we just did at 6.4. So I'm going to select OK. And then I'm going to select, as you can see, our image is looking blur. Yeah, our image is blurred. So we're going to come to the texture layer, make it visible. And then we're going to come to image, applied image, and then change the meshed layer over here to texture. And then you're going to see this channel. You're going to keep this at RGB, and I'm going to change this to subtract. Then opacity at 100, and then scale at 1, scale at 2, and then offset at 128. Then we're going to select OK, like this. Yeah, then you're going to come here. As you can see, our image is looking kind of a ghost, giving this ghost effect. Yeah, so you're going to come to normal, to the blend mode, and then you're going to change this to linear lights like this. We're going to zoom out. So this is how our overall image is looking now. So we're going to put this in a group, control, and then click on the texture and then color layer, and then control G to put this in a group. I'm going to rename this as frequency separation, as FS for short. So if you want this action created for you automatically, you can just check out the link in the description box. I have it in my actions panel that is over here like this. You're going to come here and then you're just going to locate it over here. And then when you download this action, you're just going to come to the site, and then you're going to come to load actions, and then you're just going to, I have this on button mode. Let me remove it from button mode. You're going to come here, and then you're going to come to load actions over here like this. Just click on it, and then it's going to load. You click on it like this, and it's going to open this panel for you. You're going to locate where you actually extracted this at, and then you're just going to select it and then press load, and then it's going to load it into your actions panel for you. It's as simple as that. So now let's proceed. We're going to select, open the group, and then select the color layer. And I'm going to use the mixer brush tool as always to do this for you. So I'm going to select the mixer brush tool in the tools column over here. We're going to keep the brush type to soft round brush like this. And then we're going to keep this at clean brush. We're going to make sure this is unchecked. This is deselected, and make sure this is selected. And then we're going to come here and then keep this as custom, wet at 40%, load at 16%, and then mix at 31%, flow at 48%, and then the pressure at 10%. All right. So with the color layer selected, we're going to zoom this. So that's the settings for the mixer brush to keep this in mind, please. Always try and then maintain this settings. If you're not having the settings, especially this part, you're not going to have a good effect happening on your image. All right. So I'm going to use my stylus and then my tablets to do this. So I'm going to increase the size. I'm going to start on a forehead as usual. I'm just going to start brushing. I always say this in almost all my tutorials. Make sure you are painting or you're brushing within the tones of the image. Don't brush outside the tones or anything of that sort. No, otherwise you're not going to get the effects that you want. So always make sure you're brushing within the tones of the image. So whenever you have the highlights, you're going to make sure you're painting in the highlights. Whenever it's a mid-tone, you're going to paint in the mid-tones. And then it's the same as the shadows. So I'm just going to continue brushing like that. Keep brushing. If you have anything, if any comments or any questions that you'd like to ask me, you can just drop it in the comment section and I'll be glad to help you out with it. All right, so you're going to keep brushing like that. There's this bag over here, this eye bag there. There's this name for it. I've forgotten, but I'm going to brush over it and then just flatten it or remove it. So I'm just going to speed this side up, and then I hope you're getting what I mean or what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to speed this side up, and I'm going to be right back. Let me zoom out. So this is what we're having now. Let me zoom out a little bit. Let's zoom in. Let's check if everything is looking fine. As you can see, our skin smoothing is going on. Everything is looking nice. This is before, this is the before, and then this is the after. Our skin is looking much better from where we started from. All right, so I'm going to move to her skin, her body now. It's going to increase the brush size a little bit. Just going to go ahead and then just keep brushing like that. All right, so this is how our image is looking after skin smoothing, after doing the fragrance separation technique that I wanted to show you. As you can see, our skin is looking very nice and perfect. Zoom out. Just trying to correct one or two tones in it. Just zoom into her lips. All right, guys, so this is what we're having now. Let's check the before and after. This is the before, and this is the after. Once again, this is the before, and then this is the after. As you can see, our image is looking nice. So we're going to go ahead and then just remove some of the textures, a little bit of the textures out of our image. So I'm just going to try and remove this strand of hair. So I'm using the spot healing brush tool right now. Just going to go and then make sure the brush size is as big as it's covering the parts that you're removing. That is the spots that you're removing. Don't make it too big. Yeah, just make it a little, just big enough to cover the spots that you're removing. All right, so you're just gonna brush, just remove. Like that. All right, let me zoom out. So this is the before, and then this is the after. As you can see, our image is looking nice. If you like this video over here, check out other videos hovering on the screen over here for more videos like this. And I'm sure you're gonna love it. All right, guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching. Check out other videos on this channel. And then see you guys in the next one. Bye bye for now.